EPA is powering the great American comeback, energizing our economy as we carry out our mission of protecting human health and the environment.
Welcome back. That was EPA Administrator Lee Zeldin's Earth Day message. It comes amid what he calls the largest deregulation of federal environmental rules carried out by the EPA in U.S. history. In response, climate activists are using this day, Earth Day, to have their voices heard on the administration's environmental agenda. Protests have popped up across the country in the run-up to this Earth Day. I want to bring in former governor of Washington, Jay Inslee. Jay, this is not a new issue for you. You were a large advocate for the environmental policies when you were in Congress, when you were governor. The Trump administration today, in welcoming Earth Day, extolled its acceleration of carbon capture, what it called responsible logging, and opening federal lands to oil, natural gas, and mineral extraction. How does that fit within the Earth Day that you've come to know?
Well, this is a great way to celebrate our home planet, but they've really turned Earth Day into anti-Earth Day because they are trying to take a chainsaw to all of the protections of our children. You know, we've built a house of health for our children's health and clean air and clean water, and they've virtually tried to undo a very significant part of that protection. And we got to understand, look, we have wrapped the Earth in a blanket of pollution. There is no doubt about this. There's a total scientific consensus now that climate change is injuring the future of our children. And today our homes are burning down and it's hard to get insurance. But they essentially have stripped protection for our children while simultaneously hurting our economy and trying to kill the fastest growing part of our sector, which is clean energy. The fastest job creation in the whole industry right now is in clean energy, and they've tried to suppress that. So I have to say they've taken a great celebration and put a damper on it. But here's the good news, Major, if I can. Look, the states can act, and the states are acting. All across the country, I started a group called the U.S. Climate Alliance, 24 states. We are acting to protect our children. We are acting to build clean energy jobs. We're going to keep doing that. You really can't stop us in that.
And when you talk about clean energy jobs, I also want to quote directly from the White House statement on Earth Day, quote, "Unlike the previous administration, which wasted billions of taxpayer dollars on virtue signaling and ineffective grifts, the Trump administration's policies are rooted in the belief that Americans are the best stewards of our vast natural resources. No green new scam required." That's the rhetoric. What's the policy?
Well, the fact is he's trying to kill jobs in my state. Look, I got thousands of people with great jobs building advanced batteries. A couple companies have the most advanced batteries in the world that can increase the range of your electric car by 20 or 30%. We've got fusion companies moving in, green fertilizer. These are real jobs. He's trying to kill them. What kind of American president is so afraid of wind turbines that he gets up in the morning and tries to kill jobs? I don't understand it. He must have been frightened by a wind turbine at some point because he say they cause cancer. No, they cause jobs. And we want to continue that job growth to continue. He's trying to hurt that in so many ways, in offshore wind, in solar power, in advanced battery manufacturing that I was involved in Congress to get going. This is a growth opportunity. You know, he's hurting our economy through these ruinous tariffs, but he's really hurting our economy now in taking away what should be our dominance in clean energy and trying to give it to the Chinese. That's not a direction we should be going.
Jay, when the administration talks about the benefits of carbon capture, clean coal, and responsible logging, what do you think they mean, and what is your interpretation of those three phrases?
They're meaningless. They're scientifically and economically foolishness, because right now the cheapest energy is solar energy and wind energy and long-term battery storage. That is cheaper in 90% of the markets than coal across the United States. So trying to bring back a dirty substance that is not growing jobs and try to kill the segment that is growing jobs and has 4 or 5 times more employees already than in the coal industry is just nuts. It's trying to harken back and ignore the science that coal is killing our future. And that's a reality, and it's killing our jobs too. So this sequestration idea, if you could do it for free, fine, but you can't. It takes enormous amount of energy to compress CO2, to put it in the ground. For every plant you have, you do that for, you got to build 2 power plants to feed the one doing the electrical compression. So it just doesn't pencil out. It's a dream that is lost. Let's get for the future, which are these new technologies. By the way, it's not the future, it's today. There's 2 silicon anode battery companies in Moses Lake, Washington today, putting 100 people to work in construction and soon manufacturing. Those are the jobs that we got to focus on. And I'm glad our state's moving forward, and we are. And again, I want to come back to this. He can try to reduce the federal action, but our state action can move forward as we have with our Climate Commitment Act that was just recently affirmed by a landslide. You want to see a landslide, 62-38. We get it in Washington. We understand clean energy jobs, and we understand what climate change is doing. Those are 2 things that are winning propositions.
Jay, the Trump administration is also cutting back people and changing the language at NOAA and FEMA in relationship to climate and natural disasters.
Well, listen, you can't ignore reality. You know, he thinks sort of like an ostrich that if you put your head in the sand, climate change will just go away. Mother Nature doesn't work that way. A really uplifting article today I read about University of Washington researchers who have been researching heretofore about the impact on nature throughout the globe. He eliminated that research, but that's not going to eliminate the reality. He can stick his head in the sand, but the tail feathers are still going to get ruffled by climate change. So these University of Washington professors are going to do this on their own nickel to continue them. Hats off to them. Science is so important. And by the way, it's not just climate change, it's cancer researchers. We have these great cancer researchers at the University of Washington and other places. He's trying to cut that off. That's just nuts. It's not who we are. America has led the world because we have led on scientific research. That's been at universities, it's been from our federal agencies, and now to cut that off is just criminal. We could lose a generation of scientists because of this back-asswards approach of Donald Trump. I hope we can turn this around.
Former Democratic Governor of Washington State, Jay Inslee. Appreciate the time, sir. Thanks.
You bet. Good luck. Happy Earth Day.